Section 11 of A Guide to Men by Helen Rowland. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Woman and Her Infinite Variety. A leaf from Adam's Dictionary. Woman, a divine creation for the comfort and amusement of mankind. Rib, that part of a man's self of which he thinks the least and brags the most. Wife, the inferior fraction. The excuse for all a man's sins, the cause of all his failings, the keeper of his conscience, the guardian of his digestion, and the repository of his grouches. Better half, the half that is always left at home. Coquette, any woman who is so unreasonable as to not return a man's affections. Flirt, any woman over whom a man has insisted on making a fool of himself. Old maid, an unmarried woman with more wrinkles than money. Bachelor girl, an unmarried woman with more money than wrinkles. Kitten, any woman under 60 for whom a man feels a temporary tenderness. Queen, a pretty woman whom a man has not yet kissed. Ideal, the particular woman to whom a man happens to be making love. Clinging vine, a woman who allows her husband to think that he is having his own way. Helpmate, a combination of playmate, soulmate, and light-running domestic. Goddess, an impossible woman who exists only in novels and in a man's imagination. Paragon, the kind of woman a man ought to marry, wants to marry, intends to marry, and never does. Pessimism is a man's natural reaction after too much of anything: wine, love, food, flirtation, or optimism. Maxims of Cleopatra. 1. These 3 things man feareth: oysters out of season, a babe that plays with fire, and a woman who can reason. 2. Last year's sandals and yesterday's fish, last night's kisses and last week's wish, are, to a man, things gone and past, likewise the woman before the last. 3. The soul of a man is white, or black, or yellow, or dun, but a woman's soul is a rainbow and a Roman sash in one. 4. Empty the words of the prayer when the Pharisee prayeth aloud. Empty the words of love when he praiseth thee in a crowd. Yet, he that is cold in the crowd, but seeketh thine ear when alone, in the land of the great god Isis, by the name Cad, shall be known. 5. As the pearl that I dropped in the glass can never again be mine, so many a pearl of woman's love hath a man dissolved in wine. 6. Geese walk not alone, sheep will follow sheep. So this little maxim I would have ye keep: would ye conquer all men, make a fool of one, the rest will turn toward thee, as lilies to the sun. 7. The young man calleth for wine, the old for crystal water. Seek not to enslave a boy till thou art 30, daughter. 8. When the game is over, vain the loser's sigh. To thy parting lover, wave a gay good-bye. 'Neath the storm cloud bending, see the lily laugh. If love's reign be ending, write his epitaph. Deck his grave with iris, blot away his name. Isis and Osiris, make thy daughter game. 9. Flatter him boldly, daughter, be he old or wise or callow, for there is no meed of flattery that a man will fail to swallow, yet after a time desist, lest perchance in his vanity he wonder why such a demigod should stoop to a worm like thee. 10. Call the bald man boy, make the sage thy toy, greet the youth with solemn face, praise the fat man for his grace. End of section 11.